Paul, writing in the New Testament, described God as the God of all comfort. Again, the picture for me is that place of coming close to Him and finding that comfort and strength even through difficult times and difficult circumstances. God is loyal to us. He'll never stop loving us. God is full of compassion. He wants to bring us close to His heart. Thirdly, God is a protective God. And I think of moms and their innate ability to protect their kids in the face of fear or danger. It's not something really that is taught. It's innate. It's put in there because of God's image stamped on mom's hearts. You touch mama's kids, you touch mama. Right?
Amen.
All you young moms know what I'm talking about. Don't touch my baby. You touch my baby, you'll be dealing with me. That's innate in the heart of a mother, to protect her children. And again, I say this morning to you that that very nature that comes from the heart of a mom to protect her young is God's heart for us. God's a protective God. He wants to protect us. I love the illustrations of not only a mother in a human mother, but also just out there in the animal kingdom, in nature. You see the protective instinct built right into motherhood. It was a number of years ago, the first time that I saw this happen, and it confused me at first. It actually worked. But how many know what a killdeer is? Those little birds that, you know, scurry around in fields and open places. And I think I was at Mom and Dad's church. They were pastoring up just outside of Kitchener, and large property, and there's open spaces. And I was walking across the parking lot, and this killdeer, this type of bird, was scurrying around the gravel parking lot, grassy area, and as I approached, it started to flap a wing and squawk, and it was really getting my attention. And it was pretending, it was acting like it was injured, and that it was prime candidate to be lunch for somebody. And you know, squawk, and his arm, his wing is flapping around and it's running around in a circle, and what was doing, I found out later, it wasn't just, you know, having an epileptic seizure or something like that. It was actually a mother killdeer, and it was distracting what it felt was danger, prey, coming towards its nest. Now, I didn't know where the nest was. I didn't see the nest. But it felt that I was close enough in the area that it wanted to distract me, get my attention, and draw me away from her babies. And so it put on this show of injury and squawking and getting my attention. And at first, because I didn't know what was going on, it worked! Bird. And I went off to get the birdie that was injured and see if I could help it. And all along, I was just being hook, line, and sinker, pulled right into its ploy of protection to get me away from the nest where it had laid its eggs. And I never did catch it, because as soon as I'd get close enough to see if it was injured and I could help, whoop, off it would go, the wing would stop flapping, and it would be totally fine. And then, so then it kind of dawned on me, this little bird thinks I'm stupid. But it was the protective nature in the heart of that little bird to protect its young. It happens with other things in nature, of course. The lioness, watching I've seen lions. We had opportunity to go to South Africa and be in Kruger National Park and experience lions up close and personal. Thank goodness I was in a car and there was glass and steel between me and the lions. But you see the lions, the lionesses with their cubs. And as soon as there would be any kind of hint of danger, the cubs run to their mom. And she'll let you know she's around and don't touch my babies. We all know the expression of the bear, angry as a mother bear, a she bear. You don't want to be in the path of a bear. You don't want to get in between a bear and her cubs, because you'll be in trouble because of the instinctive nature of motherhood to protect her young. These are all great pictures of God's heart for you. Someone needs to hear that today. God is out for your protection. Out of his loyal love, he will not leave you out there to be attacked by yourself. Out of the heart that is depicted in the heart of a mother, both our moms and in nature, it is a beautiful picture of the kind of reaction and the kind of care and the kind of love and the kind of response that God has for you. He's out for your protection. And when the enemy tries to come and injure and wound and distract and discourage and deceive, God rises up and says, no, those are my kids. They're mine. And this protective instinct that is seen so readily in the world around us is really a beautiful picture of God's heart for us. God is our protection. He is our shield. He is our strong tower. We can run to him and are safe, the psalmist David said. So today, as we honor moms for their love and their hearts of grace and compassion and their loyalty to us as kids, we honor their instinctive protective nature that helped us through our growing up years. All of that today is a picture for us of God's love and God's heart for you, for me. He loves us with a loyal love. It will not, it cannot ever stop. He loves us with compassion and mercy, always ready to forgive, even when we blow it. Even when we make mistakes. Even when we fall down and get some spiritual boo-boos. He's there to pick us up, bring us close with comfort and compassion. And when we're out there and we feel unprotected and we feel like we're under attack, I want you to know that God says, you're mine. I've graven you in the palm of my hand. That place is a place of security and protection. Nothing. Jesus said this, nothing. No one can pluck you out of my hand. See, I have graven you, I have inscribed you, I have carved you into the palm of my hand. You're mine.
Thank you.
That's God's love. That's God's protection.